is this bigger than the internet? And funny enough, you answered it without me even asking you, but I would guess if you speak to most people in the public and say, is crypto bigger than the internet? Even investors, they probably say bigger than the internet. I mean, that's the biggest thing ever, the adoption of the internet, but it's not, right?
Is it bigger than the internet? No, not in term. I don't know. They're really the same thing. This is like a hypercharged new version of the internet. But if you think about as investors, the internet was something that you had to make the right bet. Was it going to be Oracle? Was it going to be Juniper? Who was the right player? How did you make the money? It wasn't as easy. This is actually pretty easy in many respects because you've got Bitcoin, which is a monetary network. You've got Ethereum, which is basically a platform for all of this. And then you've got a bunch of other things that you can invest in. But the whole space is moving in size, and it's much easier investable than, let's say, the NASDAQ was in the past. You didn't quite capture the value of the internet because this is global. When you bought, Juniper Networks back in 2000, that was a US firm. Yes, it was global, but you weren't capturing the global value of the internet. You had to go and buy a share in all of the internet firms. Here, one thing fits all, and it is amazing. And I don't know how big this is going to be, but it's a lot bigger than anybody thinks it is. Literally anybody.
And it'll be the biggest thing in the past 100 years and maybe the next 100 years. This point in time for the next 10 years, like you're saying, as we go up to maybe 3.5 billion, probably you can conservatively say that it'll be the biggest, most exponentially growing thing we'll ever see.
And that is happening at the same time as AI goes mainstream exponentially, robotics goes mainstream exponentially, autonomous vehicles, EV technology, genetic sciences, distributed computing power, all of these things, 5G technology or space Wi-Fi, are all happening at the same time. And they all are connected. And they're all driven by networks. So it's kind of hold on to your hat. Humanity's not dealt with anything like this before, and it's not going to be easy. You see it all over social media. There's a fear of the future from some because their value system's changing. It was gold and value investing. It was bonds, and it was, that's what I know and that's what I'm comfortable with. Somebody's telling me this internet money is the future of everything. I don't want to know, and then it becomes anger and resentment, and I don't think that's going to go away for a while. I think people are going to be this is going to be very unsettling, this whole period, but incredibly rewarding.